Hi there, Roscoe here. I'm going to do another PvP pet battle video today. I'm using this team What a Day. I queued a couple of times earlier, and the meta, I think it is just this one guy and he's kind of queuing. I think I faced him queuing double Magma Ragelings and a Bone Serpent. And because I think I queued this team, he fleed and changed to double Vengeful Porker Pets and a Dire Horn. And I think he even tried to go double idle, which kind of sucks. I mean, it's not. I don't really get why. I mean, there's no fun in that team, or those teams, other than just trolling people, I guess, if that's what you like. We'll go for the slow here. I'm going to swap out. I don't know what my best kind of matchup is. It's definitely not this guy. I mean, this crab is actually going to counter me quite hard across my whole team. I'm going to have to go with the Frostfur Rat and just go for some flurries. Yeah, that makes sense for him to do that. I'll get my Cool Darkness down. I'm just gonna have to keep hitting into it. There's nothing else I can really do. That does hit me pretty hard. I'll get the kill here. I mean, he'll kill me as well. Yeah, so I mean that Fen Crab has really done a job on this team. I mean, this team isn't anywhere near kind of a meta team. Let's go with this spirit. This is fairly hard because I've got relatively low health, so that will kind of take him down a fair amount. I want to get this up. Because I need this guy to be fast. Actually, going to be the same speed. Hopefully, you can get the kill here. Great. And what I'm going to do now is get my shell shield up just to avoid that weak damage. And now, I mean, the matchup here is really good. Yeah, he did go for it. I should just be able to get the kill. He's locked into this ability as well. I mean, in this team, there's not too much synergy. It is just kind of to counter just all the kind of Magma Ragelings and like Bone Serpents. This is relatively good at. I mean, like Magma Ragelings, double aquatic damage. There's the slow there. The critter. Bone Serpents is the critter. There's the spirit. Zomstrok is not too good against them, but then even still, he can hit relatively hard. So got the shield as well. But yeah, I mean, he ran away and then countered me with Vengeful Porker Pets, which is a fairly good counter. There's not really much I can do against them. But yeah, I kind of wish that guy would kind of play properly and not kind of just play the strongest teams, but he can kind of do what he wants. Yeah, the reason I'm here is I'm actually after HH, Wild Hammer Griffin hatchling. And they are turning out to be a bit of a nightmare to get a hold of. Wild. Yeah, so I've got a PP, and that's okay. But I do want a HH one. It's got that little bit more attack kind of power, a little bit less health as a trade-off. I'm just going to see how it goes. It doesn't have a priority move, so the speed isn't quite so important. You can potentially time it with the lift off. Cool. Now, this team is going to do fairly well against all these pets, apart from this porky pet. I will start my Frostfur Rat. I mean, generally these teams will go for the trap. He's not. I'll get as much damage as I can off on him. I've got one more. But yeah, this guy is a very, very strong pet. Really, really strong. I'm going to go with the Spirit and Temporal Anomaly. It's actually an okay matchup for me here. This should now double hit. Now he's got to go for that 40% Nocturnal Strike if he's running it. Lucky guy. What speed is that there? 290. I'm going to go with my Frostfur Rat. This is an okay matchup here. I'm using my crouch, so I don't want to take too much damage if I can on this guy. Cool. I wonder if he'll be surprised that it didn't kill me. See, I mean, that's what I was expecting to kind of come in. Now, do I think my Zomstrok can take out this vengeful porky pet? I don't know. It's up to full speed as well now. I'm just going to use my darkness. Because I think he may use his spirit spikes, I'm going to use my shell shield. That's fine. I'll just refresh it here. Now I'm going to do some big kind of damage to him. Don't miss. I'm going to hit that bit harder. I think I got the win. Yeah, I mean I guess this kind of team is almost kind of like the anti-meta that I face quite often. In that these pets kind of I've tailored them to kind of counter what I'm facing. I mean it's no kind of tier 1 team, but it can give some of them kind of a tough time with it potentially. Zomstrok I barely ever use. The Spirit I tried to use. I mean, when they first came out, I tried to use them all the time. There's a dragon as well that uses it. combining him with Turkey is really, really good. It's about the only kind of thing I got out of that. Yeah, but this guy's okay. The Temporal Anomaly sometimes works, often pays off. As I said, speed is really important. But it does kind of depend on what you're facing. Yes, with the kind of the weekend meta, I did think it was being really, really probably too kind to me. That's kind of picked up again this evening. So this is a bleed team. Just thinking, what should I start with? Start with my spirit. Put my Temporal Anomaly off. I'd imagine he'll go for... Oh, that's actually okay. I was waiting him to go for the chop and then bring in the pup. I will actually swap Zomstrok in, put the shell shield up here. I hope he doesn't just spam this. So it's just a 50% kind of hit thing. That's really rubbish. Really, really rubbish. I will just go for the AoE. I'm just going to try and potentially burn this guy down as fast as I can. I am still expecting the chop into the maul here, and that will do a lot of damage to me. Let's go to my spirit. If he does go for it, hopefully my health will be low enough. It won't be yet. Let's do some damage into him. Trap may come down. Oh, I was only that. I'll be able to get him down now using my Cool Darkness. And then the matchup I've got against these other guys isn't too bad. It's going to be potentially a lot of damage to take, especially if this guy kind of keeps going for the Ice Spike spam. The Darkness will potentially reduce that, so I think I do want to get my crouch up here. I'm kind of glad that I'm using a multi-attack because that healing flame isn't going to kind of get the full benefit. But I do need to start getting triple hits to get him down as quickly as possible. I definitely need some triple hits. What about now, Frostfur Rat? So cool. I can get a kill on this guy. It's going to be really close, I think. I will get my crouch up. That's fine. I mean, that's going to do really low damage to me. Come on with the triples. If I get a triple here, I do think I win. I don't think even 2 of those is going to be enough. To increase that miss chance a little bit more, I'll fill up my darkness. I mean, Frostfur Rat is probably the best pet on that team. It's one of my most favourite on this team anyway. Because this team is kind of countering what I'm getting on my meta. I mean, in the EU, especially in the week, it's just your constant bone serpents. You probably get it in other regions as well, but I mean, it's all I seem to be facing, especially in the weekdays. And this team is kind of like a general kind of counter all for them. So if you are kind of facing these teams, perhaps give it a go. I mean, yeah, I've won 3 in a row, but this team, it isn't going to be kind of your 90% teams or anything like that. It won't be that high. But I'll do one more battle of this team, hopefully. And then I'm going to see if I can catch a HH one of these guys. I don't know about how Horde catch these, if it's the same or... Because you've got these kind of guys, I don't know if they're the same for Horde. Yeah, quite. This early advantage is fairly cool. The second part actually counts as a dot, so it says deals double damage. So even if something has like a dodge up, if it has a dodge up, you obviously won't hit it, but that second hit will hit. So if someone gets like a Terror Claw, this is fairly decent against. You're slightly quicker once it's below its racial. So even when it dodges, so on its kind of immortal round, it kind of immune round, you can still get 309 damage off on it, which I guess it isn't lots, but it is more than kind of getting nothing off on it. So, and then you can get your water jet, and that is going to hit it fairly hard. Yeah, and with this, it only does a double if you're lower after that hit. So if you're lower before you do it, that first hit will hit, takes you below. So I mean, this is if someone's kind of swapping a pet into this, and then you're quicker because of this Temporal Anomaly, you can potentially kind of get that double hit off, and it's going to be a fairly kind of solid hit. Let's hope that it's not kind of like a really strong team. Cool, if I played this guy earlier actually, all he did was Stampede, but I'd imagine he must be running Chew and one of these other two. This guy actually appeared after I was playing my let me just start one of my sleep kind of teams. That was a bad choice. I'm gonna hope that he's gonna go for that frog kiss. And now this is probably the best matchup. I don't want to be against this cat. I'm gonna change that weather. This isn't what I want to face. I'm trying to think which. I mean, this guy will be okay against that Stampede. So let's just put this guy into it. He does have Prowl, I think, from what I remember. Yeah, we'll get this up. I don't think it's gonna kill me. God, it did. I must have hit literally as high as it could. Really must have. Yeah, I'll have to go up against this guy. I'm quicker, so even if he does go for the swap. I want to bring this rat in again. And I just want to get as much damage down as possible. Let's swap to this guy. Get my shell shield up. So I'm just going to take this damage here. Now you're tied into that. I'm going to get my Carbonado buffed by your Cleansing Rain. He probably has the comeback as well. That's a bit of a risky move. No, it isn't. Well, I'm just going to go for the damage here. Just keep at it. I will use my Carpnado. Kill that guy on the back line. And just go for the damage. He shouldn't have swapped there because he needs to really kill me. So I can just get some damage off. A heal really isn't enough for him, unfortunately. Yeah, so I mean the kind of the Chew Stampede is something I did in one of those videos where I was focusing on the sleep abilities. What did I call it? Oh, that was it, counting sheep. But that was where I kind of used the soothe to put a target to sleep. And you got these kind of delayed kind of things. It kind of acts as like a stun as well. But maybe he was wondering what come back. Yeah, so that is. Let me get my team back up. That is what a day. So I mean, I've gone 4-0. It isn't that good a team. I think that the teams I've faced weren't amazing. But it's a cool kind of like a combo to kind of have. Frostfur Rat is really strong against the kind of meta. I mean, so is this really, because you've got the 40% chance on the Nocturnal Strikes that seem to be raining all the time. I guess this guy, because usually I seem to end up one-on-one with a Terraclaw hatchling. So I guess these two guys at the bottom especially are fairly strong against it, because that's going to hit really hard. You've got kind of these, what I talked about earlier. Also, like an Imp, this is going to do strong or well against. I often find myself up against Imps and stuff like that at the end. Wicked Souls, this guy's strong at. You could potentially take the Haunt on this as well, or that. So yeah, it's kind of my kind of anti-meta team. I mean, it isn't amazing. I mean, you're still, those meta pets are still strong, but it's kind of got the tools in a way so you can maybe kind of like get some wins. If it's because it's called What a Day, just because I was just queuing into meta teams, these double teams, like triple teams, and it was just like, what a day this is. Just kind of made this team. It looks really random, but it's just how it counters everything. The kind of the spread of damage and stuff. It actually does really, really well. So, yeah, if you are kind of having a tough day, maybe give this a go. I hope it works out as well as it has done for me. You might not have this yet. I don't know when the next one is due to come up. Can't be long. Yeah, perhaps just get saving your kind of these tokens. Those ones. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.